my father's parents, his mother died when my dad was 6 years old, and so he didn't have his mother around too long. And then his father remarried and they had three children with brothers and sisters with my dad, and then they had 3 more children, and they had a stepmother then. And I just heard a story here recently about my dad and my stepmother, because she did not treat him very kindly when he was a child. And when he was an adult, she needed a blood transfusion, and he was the only one that came to the hospital and gave that blood transfusion. And she thanked him, and later she apologized to him for what she had done when he was a child, and which I thought was rather nice, because the stories I had previously heard of, it was hard on my dad, and he left home early because of it. All his brothers were railroad men, and my dad also was for a time, until he was let go, and it just broke his heart to be let go, because that was so in his blood. And he was a fireman on the railroad, and but he went on to have different jobs, after that. And that was before the Depression that happened. Grandma, her name was Dorothy, and yet she was buried out here in Delno, and the family records are at the
historical site here in Buffalo.
Yes, and I also heard that Grandpa took out another marriage license before he married his other wife, and they never consummated that marriage. So he married what I refer to as stepmother. I think her name was Cecilia. And but no, I never had any of my grandparents on my dad's side. But my dad's dad was Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Harry. And my dad was Joseph Harry.